We're here at Athe's base now. I tried to get here before he gets online. I wanted to leave him a gift in return. And no, it's not one of those kind of gifts, because neighbors don't do that to each other. Right, Athe? Dear Athe, thank you for killing the raid at my base. My villagers were spared and very happy to be alive. They were oblivious to what was happening anyway. I thank you for the gift. Good deal since I did nothing for it. However, the prank did, in fact, scare me, and that's not good neighbor etiquette. The gift was amazing. Please accept my gift to you for being the best and only neighbor. Your bestest neighbor, Mr. Jade Cougar, your friend and ally against the other crazy neighbors. We need to show them who's the best. Are you in? A thank you, and here's a gift in return. A little message acknowledging his valiant attempts to keep the baddies out of my villager trading hall. And also just small little encouragement of neighbor etiquette and a small little call to action about how we need to ally together to show our other neighbors who's the best on the server. I don't know how to define that, but that's left for interpretation. I don't know. I'm sure he'll like this. He'll get a kick out of it. We are here at Athe's base for no other reason than that particular gift that I brought him. I really encourage you to check out Athe. I'll leave a note in the description amongst the other artisans that we've got on the server. But look at this build. This is really coming along quite nicely. We'll get on to this episode, which is actually pretty exciting. You've seen this place. You've seen inside this place. And unfortunately, probably not a lot of you actually saw my last and latest episode before this, the storage one. I don't know what happened, but YouTube happened. And for some reason, nobody saw my video. So sad Jade. Anyway, we're not going to linger on that, but what we are going to do is focus on today's episode. We are going to expand this area, and we're going to attempt to connect it via a road network that's going to go up and through part of this hill and will connect up to, or at least pretty close to, our spawn and shopping district area. So you can tell, and nice, we've got a cave to cover as well. This is going to be a massive landscaping project that is really laying down the base for an episode to come, which is going to be even bigger than this. This is going to be really exciting to do. It's also pretty intimidating because there's an awful lot of digging, and the landscape is going to change a lot here. And what I'm wanting to do is not only respect the landscape, but I also want to respect the pathway, or at least the way in which you can get to Athe's base, and I want to leave him some room to be able to do any kind of beautifying of the terrain area as well here without encroaching on that. So this is going to be quite a challenge. I've not done anything like this before. This is the first time doing this massive of a scale of landscaping. But I see it being necessary because the very nature of this base is that it is partially hidden. It is kind of a hidden gem. There's going to be more trees. It's going to be a little bit more hard to see. And we're going to utilize this new road as, let's say, kind of supporting that a little bit more. It will make sense, not in this episode. Thank you so much for the rain. It'll make sense in this episode, but even more so in the coming episode after that. We've got some big plans. So this is what we've got today. This is going to be a big scale project, very similar to this courtyard here. We're going to be destroying a lot of that hill. We are going to change the look of this thing, of this area a lot. So I think we should get started. Let's do it. Okay, so this is what we've got going so far. So you can see here a general guideline done with the wool blocks, and we have been bit by bit cutting into this hillside, as you can see here, with the eventual lead in to a kind of more even level of ground to be able to continue off until the spawn and shopping district area. I also took advantage of the opportunity to cover this cave that was here, just so that we can prepare for future endeavors as well, but that's a whole different story. So yeah, this is what we're kind of looking for. So as you can see here, a little bit of an indent in the ground that still you can't see anything from the base, but as you approach and follow the road or pathway down further, this will probably be more of a pathway. As you continue downwards, things start to reveal itself more. And then wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I don't know if that was highly inappropriate or not. Never mind. But this is what we're looking for roughly here. So this is going to be a mixture of, let's say, dirt and mud, things like that. These sides are probably going to be a little bit rougher as well, not just dirt. We'll see what we do with that, but this is roughly what we're going for. We may make a little bit of a bridge over here that takes one to the skeleton spawner here, just to have another way to be able to get over to Athes. I don't know. We'll see how it goes as we go forward, but this is looking pretty cool, even though it's in rough form right now. So we'll keep going and see how we move forward from here. Let's go. All right, we have another update here. Here's how it looks from the courtyard. Moving up with free cam, you'll be able to see that this kind of climbs up gradually through the hillside, makes a small little, I don't know, a little valley canyon kind of deal. And then when you get to the top of it, it kind of flattens out and moves away from the stone and a slight kind of mixture of a pathway or road, if you will, and into an actual dirt pathway. So this is where we're going right now. We'll be heading off in this direction, following this kind of a S curve, if you will, and then moving up finally into the final stretch over here, and then connecting up with the circle. This is the plan we're moving forward with. I'm pretty excited about this. This is looking a slight bit different than what I originally planned. I was thinking, and I actually had dug already a tunnel through here, taking us all the way through underground practically and coming out over here. This was the first version of that. I didn't like it. I wanted to be a little bit more above ground. I don't think that moving underground anymore is very helpful for the lore that I had in mind for this. So this is what we're going with now. This is a little bit of an update. We're going to continue the work. Let's see how it turns out. We'll continue going. Okay, we've done a little bit of, let's say, texturizing right now. We'll head down here to the bottom almost. And you can see here, this is starting to look like a little bit more of a worn out pathway. And this is kind of the vibe that I'm going for right now, where we have kind of a degrading circumstances the higher up we go through the canyon, where a lot of water can collect and change the properties of different, like for example, the stone bricks to the mud bricks. It's kind of the idea that there's just been a lot of degrading circumstances because of water and silt and all that kind of stuff. I've put here now some fence posts to act as roots, deep roots and tree stumps, things like that, and just trying to texturize the whole area so it's a little bit more interesting to look at. So this is what I'm going for, just detailing a little bit by bit, going up, just peppering in these mud bricks as we go further up the road, and then moving into what would be a more naturalistic and more of these mud bricks probably as we continue on further up the way. But what do you guys think so far? This is a little rough. There's still a lot to do. What my plans are is to be able to build more trees here. So it would actually make sense why these roots are here, and they'll be on both sides. So part of this canyon will be, I wouldn't say covered in, but they'll certainly have a different look and feel the next time. Okay, here we go. We got a bit of an update here. Take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I am loving how this is looking here. So this is exactly what I am going for. Some overgrown trees, some young, some old, that are kind of pushing over ever so slightly this pathway going up. There's going to be more trees coming, some little, some big, on both sides. But what we're introducing here is an entirely separate area from everything else. And this is what we're going to be working on now. And this one we're going to be doing in a time lapse. These were all done off of camera, obviously. And I think it's time now that we add a whole bunch more. I think we should take a little bit of a break now from the regularly scheduled program of building trees and go check on a new game that Tom B has created for the community. Let's go check it out. And here we are at the mini blocks game. Let's check this out. What a nice build this is. This looks pretty cool, hey? Mini block. All right, let's see what we got here. Mini block game. A competition for the artisans to submit the most mini blocks, mob heads and member heads. Sign up by leaving a diamond block in a barrel and put your name on the sign above. The prize pot will be the total amount of diamond blocks multiplied by 5. Whoa, plus 10 additional diamond blocks. Here we go. The competition will run through June and July. The first original submission of a block will score 5 points. Everyone after that will be 1 point. There will be bounties on the logs throughout the competition worth bonus points. These might be rare heads or blocks not yet submitted. Each block will be capped at 50 submissions. Any block submitted beyond the cap of 50 will not be scored and can be returned. Can be returned. Okay. Scoreboard and future comms will be sent to members via Discord. All right. I think I got it. So, where's the ender chest? Tom, where's the ender chest? Luckily, I've got one. Here we go. Let's check it out. 1 diamond block, huh? You got it, dude. Okay. So, wait a minute. We need to get some blocks. I'll be right back. Okay, that was quick. Here we go. We'll put the diamond block in. Boom. We'll make this Mr. Jade Cougar. Oh, I just barely fit there. Nice. Okay, and we're gonna put the heads. We got a lot of Enderman ones. These aren't so rare, but it's something to work with. Cave Spire, Gray, Fisherman's. There we go. Yes, let's get started. Just for proof, Tom, I'm the first one. I got 5 points on the board, right? Plus whatever's in my barrel, right? Come on, check this out. Let's go. By the way, Tom, where's the scoreboard? Like, can we see who's leading and when and by and all that? I don't know. There's so many questions. Let's get back to building. But first, we need some more rockets. I'm getting low. And by the way, you might be wondering, what in the world do I need to buy rockets for? I've got a gunpowder farm. Well, that's a good question. I have a bit of a conviction that even though I have stuff that can, let's say, compete with what other people are doing, for example, I've got a good villager hull, I could be competing with Bjorn, same thing with the rockets. I could be doing that. But my basic premise here is that I want to support the other artisans. This is really important to me. So, plus, diamonds are so easy to get nowadays in the server, or in Minecraft in general. Why not support each other? So it's the same thing with food. I'm getting low on food as well. When it's time for more food, I'm going to go and buy some more pork, even though I could, and maybe at some point, make a farm. And that's just for fun. It's just because I can. But yeah, that's the basic premise. Let's go check on the lights. Ooh, there's been some sales. Okay, I'll come back for those later. But this is the basic idea. I want to be able to support the artisans, even though I can build these things or have built some of these things already. So, yeah, that's the way it goes on a community server. You can always make things for free, and you know, there's some off-costing for that, but in general, I want to support everybody on here, so that's what I'm doing. You know, and now on the way home, I thought it would be appropriate to come check this out as it's built currently. I've done a little bit off camera as well from in between the takes that we did last time. So I'm just loving the way that this thing is looking right now. If we go down the pathway here, I mean, look at just the feel of where we're at now. I do have some ideas of what I'm going to add here to kind of make it a little bit known as to where we're going, or where we're going to end up, but I'll add that in a little bit later. But look at this. Look at this. This is just awesome. You still can't tell where this is leading to. And even though you get down here to the bottom, you see something off in the distance there, but you don't know what it is. And this is exactly what I was looking for. So as we continue down, what is that? Ooh, what is that? Some random sheep? This is animal cruelty, ladies and gentlemen. Animal cruelty, I'm telling you. Let's see. What is this? Oh, it's got a message. Of course, Jade, I'm in. Thanks for the goodies, by the way. Oh, this is from Athe. Oh my goodness. That is funny. What are you doing? This poor sheep. Oh, but you look like you're having fun. I don't know if it's really an abuse situation. You seem to be having fun, sir. I'll leave you there for a little bit, and we'll take you down. We'll take you down during the next episode. All good. You have fun there. You do you, boo-boo. Okay, here we go. Let's get back to work. It's another little bit of an update here. I have built a little bit of a gate system here that's kind of hidden in the pathway. Trying to make it, it's slightly inspired by the gate inside, and of course the storage wall as well, storage walls in general. But I think that this is going to look I suppose that has a little bit of a problem. Actually, that's not going to be a problem. So I think we'll hang the chain, and the wall has crumbled on that side. That's what that's going to mean. And I think what we'll do, I need some more of these walls. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. So once again on this side, put a little bit of chains here. Chains there. Maybe what we could do is take that out. Why not? It's not really a big deal. What do you guys think? This is kind of looking cool, isn't it? Vines. Vines. Now, because of the age of this thing, we can see how this turns out, where we've got little bits of vines that are growing because of the age of this place. We're going to be able to see just how old this place really is. And I think, how do we do that? Maybe up there again, maybe here, and on some of the trees, maybe here. I'm just thinking once again, moisture, humidity, the fact that this is not a well-trodden path will, of course, allow vegetation to grow in. We're not wanting to put a huge amount. That's probably quite a bit actually as it is, but I think that all could work even as is. It should look pretty cool actually. So this is what I'm going for. And then the reason this is there is like kind of like an entrance that you know ahead of time where you're going. If you're a traveler and just kind of wandering around up here, it will make sense more in future episodes of what's happening up here. But if you happen to make yourself end up going this way. You kind of follow a little bit of a path. You're not really sure where it's going. You can barely see it just down there. And I think that's what I'm going for. Everything is kind of hidden. It's related to this kind of abandoned state slightly. And the whole idea is that it wouldn't be so easily seen. So maybe if we do that, and maybe one more from there, we should be getting a nice amount of vines that are going to be growing here that should make it a little bit less visible, meaning the gate. And as we go further, it becomes more revealed to you that, wait a minute, something is over here. And as you go through at your own risk, you move forward and go all the way down the hill. Maybe a few more vines here. And this too I added as well. A little rock face here. I'm probably going to add a little bit more, but this makes the mine stand out a little bit more. I'm going to be adding a little bit more detail here, but we could probably add a couple of vines there. Something like that. And then as you go further down, you start to see the building with the bouncing sheep revealed to you. So that's what I'm going for. Oh man, this looks amazing. I'm so excited about this. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Am I on the right track here? You like this? Is that gate a little bit too standoutish? A little bit too good of shape? I suppose it is if you think about an old building. But to be fair, down here also is. I haven't really had time to texture this just yet, but it will happen. This is what I'm looking for. And I like it. I like it actually quite a bit. What we could do is put another vine there. Yeah, I'm going to have to play around with these, but this is all details. Whew, this is exciting. I'm really, really happy with this. All right, I think we did enough for this episode here. I want to leave you with a very short and hopefully enjoyable time lapse of a walk down that pathway heading towards my base. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse there. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is going to be the end of this particular episode. I've worked an unbelievable amount. You know, one of the things you don't see off camera, gathering resources. And believe me, with all the stuff that's been going on here, all of the greenery, as you can see from the courtyard, you probably saw a little bit of a update on the latter part of that time lapse. I have updated here quite a bit. Lots and lots of leaves, lots and lots of stuff, and still manually. That's right. That means in the future, we need automated farms badly. But ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's a little bit different than some of the other ones. A very massive terraforming project, but wow, what an amazing, amazing output. I'm so excited to be able to kind of touch on the details of that as we go through the next few episodes. With that said, as always, I really want to leave some sort of an encouraging message to you. So one of the quotes that I found recently that I thought was pretty cool is as follows. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. And that is by Mr. Winston Churchill. So I want to leave that with you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't give up. Each and every step of the way is an opportunity to learn and improve. And the same goes in Minecraft as it does in real life. So don't give up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching today. I'm super, super happy that you came and enjoyed this episode with me. If you enjoyed this, if you enjoy my content, I'd really appreciate it if you'd leave a like, maybe comment, maybe subscribe, maybe share, or hey, all of the above counts too. In the meantime, Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode to see what we do with this guy and other interesting things on the Artisan server. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.